Hey everybody, it's Kendra. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you've been here before. My video today is going to be my holiday gift guide for the foodie in your life. You know, that person who loves to cook, loves to eat, and spends a lot of time thinking about this, reading about it, you know, getting all kinds of gadgets and gizmos, all that. So yeah, I have 10 categories of products I'm going to be discussing that I think would be amazing gifts for someone. They range in price from, you know, just a few dollars all the way up to like $300, $400, $500. And also I've tried to include products that are very practical, not just like crap that nobody's ever going to use and they're just going to be like, oh, cool, thanks. Who can I regift this to? All right, let's get into it. Now, these are in no particular order. Number one, I think books are always great. I do think cookbooks can make a very good gift. But today I'm not going to recommend any particular cookbooks, just because I think cookbooks can be very personal. Oftentimes, you know, if you're giving a cookbook to somebody who already owns a lot of cookbooks, you run the risk of giving them something they already have. And also, people just have really different preferences in cookbooks. You know, I've read plenty of reviews about certain cookbooks. I buy it and I'm like, this is terrible. Why did I waste money on this? But I do have a couple of ideas for really cool books related to food that I think are just amazing, amazing gifts. So the first book I want to share is called The Flavor Bible. And this was actually a gift from my husband. He found it on Reddit and randomly ordered it for me. And I think it is so, so, so cool. So basically what this book is, it lists like every different spice and food and just kind of every flavor out there. And then it lists what other flavors and other foods would work well with that particular flavor or food. Okay, so let's find an example. Okay, cashews. I turn to the C page, we've got cashews. So it tells me that cashews work well with almonds, apricots, bananas, caramel, cheese, chicken, especially like in particular Indian cuisine, chocolate, especially white, cinnamon, coconut, also Indian cuisine, coffee, espresso, curries, dates, ginger, grapefruit, guava, honey, Indian cuisine, kiwi fruit, lemon, macadamia nuts, mango, mint, nutmeg, oil, vegetable oil, papaya, passion fruit, persimmon, pineapple, rice, rum, salads, salt, sausages, sugar, particularly brown and white, vanilla, and vegetables, especially Indian. So we know that cashews work very well with Indian food, according to this. But yeah, basically it just gives you like all of these lists of foods that work well together. I think it's a really interesting concept. I think this is an excellent gift. When my husband gave this to me, I was like, I never would have thought of that, but it's really, really, really stinking cool. Now my other book, also not a cookbook, it is called Ingredient. And basically this book kind of looks at food and cooking in sort of a chemistry perspective. You know, it looks at like proteins, fats, carbohydrates, water, different minerals, and just kind of the whole process of like the breakdown and like the chemical changes that happen during cooking. So super, super interesting book. Next, also kind of in line with a book, what about a magazine subscription? I think this would be a really great holiday gift because it's sort of the gift that keeps on giving. Frankly, most magazine subscriptions are not that expensive. You know, you can get some for like $1 an issue. Some can be a little bit more expensive. But the two food magazines that I actually get myself, Bon Appetit, and I think this was like $12 for the year. This is a monthly magazine. And then I also just started getting this one called Thrive. So this is actually a vegan magazine. I'm not vegan, but I just thought this was so, so stunning. The photography in this magazine is just so beautiful. I actually started following them on Instagram, and that's why I ended up buying it. Now, this one is more expensive. I think this was $42 for 6 issues for the year. This is bi-monthly. But just beautiful, and both of these would be really fun ideas. Also, a lot of magazine subscriptions will do kind of like a 2-for-1 deal. So maybe you are interested in a magazine yourself, you order it for yourself, and then often you can get a second like gift subscription for free or maybe $1 or $2. Okay, next up, number 3. If you have someone in your life who either loves coffee or tea, get them a coffee or tea themed gift, but make it really luxurious and just really, really amazing quality. So if I were to give somebody a coffee related gift, I would totally recommend this brand of coffee. This is called Just. Oh, it smells so good. I don't personally drink coffee anymore because my body can't handle it. But This brand is roasted in Madison, Wisconsin. It's amazing. They have such good stuff, all different types of coffee, and they do ship online. Like, they do have a website and you can order online and they do ship. So I would highly recommend Just. And you know, what about this? Like a bag of nice coffee with a couple handcrafted mugs. That would just be stunning. All right, and for the tea lover in your life, what about a gorgeous handmade tea set? This is a beautiful teapot and a little tea bowl. I actually have 4 of these. I picked this set up in Corsica a few years ago. My husband's grandfather actually has a little summer house down there. So we went and did a tour, and of course I had to find the local pottery place. So I picked this stuff up. So the artist who made these is named Julian Truchon. He does have a website, but I believe his actual site to buy stuff is under reconstruction. But anyway, this just, you know, something like this would be amazing for that tea lover in your life. Also, if you are going to give a tea gift, you've got to give some really beautiful tea. Now, if I were giving someone a tea gift, I would absolutely give them tea from Mariage Frères. So they do have these cute little cans of loose tea, and then you can also buy little boxes of tea sachets. Both are amazing. The tea at Mariage Frères is fabulous. Now, this is a French company. You can find it at certain outlets in the US. I believe you can easily find it in London and Tokyo, but I think in the US it's like Dean and DeLuca. I have seen it on Amazon, but it's kind of pricey on there. Also, in addition to Mariage Frères, my personal favorite, this is another French brand, CHUTNEY. They have really, really excellent teas as well. Also, you know, not everybody likes tea, not everybody likes coffee. So if you've got someone who, you know, doesn't really fit the coffee or tea mold, maybe they like herbal tea. So you could get them, you know, some nice different herbal teas with a beautiful handcrafted mug. Or these products are amazing. They're by the brand Four Sigmatic, and these are basically mushroom powders that are like medicinal mushroom powders, and they are fab. So the top one is reishi and the bottom is chaga. Reishi is really good for calming, relaxation. Chaga is really good for the immune system. So these products are kind of expensive. You know, you get like 20 of these little packets in here. You just mix it with water. But a box of these, if you pay full price for it, it's like $35. I pay like $28 off of Thrive Market. But, you know, this could be a really nice gift. Give somebody a little box of this, maybe, you know, 2 different varieties, and then a mug or 2. That would be so fun. Just like such a nice gift for winter when it's cold and you just want to be cozy. All right, enough with beverages. Number 4, what about a set of spices or herbs or extracts for baking? I personally, I'm a Wisconsin person, so I have to, you know, promote Penzeys because Penzeys is a Wisconsin company. I just have a few different, you know, random bottles of spices and spice blends here. For example, chili powder, Fox Point, that's a seasoning blend. I've got their pumpkin pie spice. You know, what about getting someone a few different types of spices? I feel like spices often are something that people kind of overlook. But like, if you get somebody really high quality spices, they'll totally see the difference. I often find when I use my Penzeys spices, I have to use way less than I normally would, because if I use like the normal amount, I just feel like it's overspiced. Penzeys also has a really nice variety of actual gift boxes and gift sets. You know, they've got some that are like little bitty ones that maybe have 3 or 4 spices. They've got all different kinds of sizes. I think the prices range from about like $8 to $10 all the way up to like $150 for like their gigantic crates. Penzeys also has some really great extracts. So like you could get somebody, you know, a bottle of vanilla extract and maybe almond and lemon and orange extract. If you've got a baker in your life, oh my gosh, they would love to get a whole variety of really good quality extracts. Because good quality extracts and spices can be super, super expensive. And sometimes people just don't want to spend that money on themselves. So do it for them. This would make such a bomb Christmas gift. All right, number 5, cast iron cookware. So if you watched my video last week, my Black Friday haul, you know I mentioned this. This is by the brand Stobe. It's a French company. And this is a 4-quart Dutch oven. I love this product. I've used it once so far to make stew. My stew was amazing, and this is such good quality. So Stobe is a really good brand for cast iron. So is Le Creuset. This is such a good time to buy cast iron because there's so many good deals on cast iron at the moment. This little baby retails for $275 and I got it for $100. I just wish I had more people that I needed to buy like a fancy gift for, because I would totally pick up one of these. Cast iron is a gift that just keeps on giving. If you take care of it, it will last you a lifetime. You can hand it down to your kids. They can hand it down to their kids. So this is just a really, really good product that's going to last you forever. All right, my idea for number 6 would actually make a really good stocking stuffer idea. My idea is good quality utensils and gadgets and gizmos that someone would not really want to spend money on because they think, oh, it's unnecessary. But once you spend a little bit more money and invest in something of higher quality, you see the difference. So for example, like a legit vegetable peeler. This is a ceramic one. It's from the brand Kyocera. It's maybe like $7. Like, it's not expensive, but often I feel like a vegetable peeler is something you're like, oh, whatever, the $2 one is fine. But it's not, because the $2 one will break, but this one won't. So a nice, little fancy vegetable peeler could be fun. One of these little lemon squeezers, like a good quality lemon squeezer. That would be a great little stocking stuffer. Another thing I love, actually mentioned this in my Black Friday haul, one of these little strawberry hullers. I had seen these, thought they were the dumbest idea. And then one of my friends actually had them and I used it. And I was like, that's perfect. You take out the hull, but you don't lose a ton of the berry. So, I mean, this is just a few dollars. This would be a really fun stocking stuffer. Another thing, a nice garlic chopper. Thought it was totally pointless until I bought one, and now I use it like 5 times a week. And my last idea for a little utensil is actually mortar and pestle. This is not the most practical thing. I mean, some people probably use these a ton. I've had this for like 2 years and I've probably used it twice, but it's just beautiful. I mean, this I believe is marble. I got this off of Mountain Rose Herbs. It wasn't that expensive, maybe 15, 20 bucks. And it's just so, so pretty. So this for me is more just like an aesthetic thing that I just love. All right, my number 7 idea, I didn't actually bring any of these with me to film because they're larger. But number 7 is like really nice investment pieces for your kitchen, like nice quality appliances, such as a KitchenAid mixer, a Vitamix, a masticating juicer, or even one of those sous vide machines. I've never actually used one of those, but it's been on my list for like 2 years and I just have not gotten around to taking the plunge and getting a sous vide machine. So if you have one, let me know how they are. A KitchenAid mixer can easily be like $200-300. A Vitamix anywhere from like $300 to $500. Masticating juicers really depend. A lot of them are more like $300-400 range. These are items that people don't really want to spend the money on, like as an upfront investment. But if you've got somebody you need to spend a little bit more money on, oh, totally. Just don't get a bunch of little stuff. Get them a nice quality appliance and they will totally appreciate it. Plus they'll last forever. Also, this is a very good time to be picking up things like a KitchenAid or a Vitamix because I have seen such good promos on these products at the moment. And just a little personal anecdote regarding a KitchenAid mixer. I would say when I was about 7 or 8, my dad, my brother, and myself got my mom a cream-colored KitchenAid mixer from Fleet Farm in Wisconsin. And it was probably like $200. And we thought, wow, that's so much for a mixer. That's so fancy. That's so expensive. That's the mixer she still uses to this day, and I'm 32. So that was a very, very good investment. And my mom is definitely a baker, and she uses that thing all the time. So KitchenAid mixer, you cannot go wrong. A Vitamix, if you've got somebody in your family, in your life, who loves smoothies and, blends a lot of stuff, just invest in something really good quality for them, and they will thank you forever. Okay, number 8, something related to fermentation. Fermentation is so hot right now. It's been super hot for the last couple years, and it's only going to get more and more trendy and much, much hotter. People are so interested in fermenting their own stuff. Now, you could totally get a fermentation book. So I do have 2 more books I'm going to recommend. This is kind of like the fermentation Bible, The Art of Fermentation by Sandor Katz. Super, super, super good book. This is kind of like a book about all different types of ferment. It doesn't focus on one, but this is like such a good resource. If you've got anybody in your life who ferments stuff, they need that. Also, kombucha is super big. You know I love kombucha in June. I've got all my like kombucha June videos out there. Maybe you could get somebody a kombucha kit. You know, there is the kombucha shop. They sell really great kombucha kits. There's Kombucha Camp. They've got all sorts of different kombucha kits as well. You could make, you know, your own little DIY kombucha kit. If you're going to give somebody something kombucha related, make sure they have this book, The Big Book of Kombucha. If they do not, buy this for them. This is by far the best kombucha resource I have ever seen. Just regarding other types of fermentation kits, you know, there are kits out there for like making kefir. You could get somebody a nice crock to put, you know, fermented vegetables, sauerkraut, kimchi, that type of thing in there. There are all kinds of like different starter cultures. So if you've got somebody who's kind of interested in fermentation, just give them like that little extra step to actually start. Okay, my number 9 idea is not overly practical, but it's stinking cute. Food-related Christmas ornaments. So I've got the little baguette one here for my husband because he's a Frenchie and he loves his baguettes. And then I got myself a little chef's uniform because I'm kind of like our little personal chef at home. So cute. I picked up both of these at Sur La Table yesterday. They do have all these ornaments online. Sur La Table probably has 100 different food-themed ornaments online. They've got like, oh, a little pack of bacon. That was so cute. They've got avocado toast, like cupcakes and cookies and donuts and sushi. Like they had like a seared tuna sushi ornament, like so random. But they're all, you know, this really beautiful handcrafted, blown glass, hand painted. Like I think the baguette, it said made in Poland and the chef jacket was like made in Germany. These are so, so beautiful. So Sur La Table is great for these. Also, there's another brand called Old World Christmas. Old World Christmas does not actually sell directly from their website, but you can find like tons of different retailers that actually sell Old World Christmas. So yeah, if you know somebody who likes to decorate their tree with funky little ornaments, I really think a baguette or, you know, like a bacon Christmas tree ornament would be totally appropriate. All right, and finally, number 10, what about getting somebody some really beautiful gourmet food? For example, last year I went to Palm Springs to visit a friend, and we ended up going to this place called Shield's Date Garden. By far the most amazing dates I have ever tried in my life. I actually sent my parents a couple packages of dates last year when I was there, and then this year I ordered 5 pounds of organic jumbo medjool dates for my dad. That was his Christmas present. No, my dad is not going to eat 5 pounds of dates right away, but they freeze really, really well. So that's what we actually did. He already got his Christmas present. And we just took a ton of them, put them in, you know, airtight containers, threw them in the freezer. Other ideas for food gifts, you know, what about a really nice, beautiful box of good quality citrus, grapefruits, oranges? This is totally the time of year to be picking up some awesome citrus products. You could get somebody a really beautiful box of chocolate or some fancy like nut mixture, something like that. So there you go. There are some fun, funky little foodie ideas for that food lover and cook in your life. Let me know if you have any other ideas for foodie related gifts that I could add to this list. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.